Hello everyone, welcome back to Positron Plays Illusion of Gaia. Here we are in the land of Mu, third major dungeon of the game, and one that gave me a hell of a lot of trouble. In fact, I'm pretty sure this is a dungeon that a lot of people think of if they've played the game before, as a dungeon that definitely stumped them. This dungeon is pretty tough. I get the feeling it's probably not as tough as I remember. But one of the reasons it's so hard is you can see right here that, well, there's a lot of stuff going on the screen, but for one thing, there's a ton of enemies, and some of them are underwater, which means that we're not going to get a lot of upgrades for a while. Because we're going to need to progress into the dungeon in order to get through and get those items, get those monsters killed down below, before we'll get a chance to get any upgrades. So we're going to be going with our base stats here basically for quite a while. The other thing is, the enemies are brutal. You can see that stone golem there kind of did quite a number on me. A few of those rock throws. And he's got a ton of health, and he can also only be hit while he's either down on the ground or stationary. Look at these weird, creepy faces here. That being said, it's a pretty damn cool dungeon. Really neat design. It's got really cool music. It's just hard as hell. Part of the reason that it seems so huge is that it's very open. Kind of rooms like this are monstrous. Hallways are big. Big looking place. Yeah, so you can see there's 6 enemies still, but they are underwater. We won't be getting any free upgrades for a while. We get these wizrobe guys here. They're not really wizrobes, but work pretty much the same way. There we go. This is actually a very, very important puzzle hint. See here, after I kill this guy. Actually, what was interesting there, and I don't think I knew that, is that I actually blocked that rock while I was in the mid jump slash. There's nothing in this treasure chest. Well, why is that? Well, important part of this is that to notice that these 2 faces are looking at this treasure chest. Very, very important information. Also, my health is not great, and I've only got 2 herbs left, so I might actually take a death sometime during this video. During this dungeon, if it goes into 2 videos, just to preserve some herbs. I used a little too many in the last dungeon. There we are. And again, herbs are a very precious resource. You're never gonna... Ooh, that is extremely nice. Yeah, herbs are a precious resource to an extent, because you're never gonna get more than you find. So you can't buy them anyway. I might nail both these guys at once. There we go. Throwing at an angle here. There we go. Kind of taking a slow and steady approach. Ooh, I'm not expecting to throw that one at that angle there. There we go. Got these weird bouncy bubbles. Make use out of those a little later. Right now they're just kind of a nuisance. Some of these little jelly blobs that we saw in the seaside palace, which makes me wonder. I hope they're not actually people. Go. I spend a lot of this dungeon as Will as well. You do turn into Frieden at one point, but it's not necessarily for a long time. This is kind of a Will dungeon. This is kind of a tough spot here. Go. So yeah, it's really easy to see that normally, we've gotten like a health upgrade at this point. We've gotten a full heal, and we're never going to get that. Well, we are, but not for a long time. But so far, you can also see that the dungeon isn't necessarily that crazy. We don't have any branching paths yet. how much damage these spikes do, but oh dear. That was pretty bad. Got the Room of Hope here. Can't do anything with it yet. Hope is also lowercase, kind of weird. Yeah, strange. His robe here. One hit from death. I don't actually remember what happens when you die. If it resets the enemies, I hope not, because... Oh, that is an extremely nice health upgrade. Oh, I think we have to actually pull this one back here. Can be manipulated. Like other objects. We have two paths to go here. Let's try to go to the left first. One thing that I've come to appreciate, I think, about this game a little more, and the fact that the enemies don't respawn, I think I actually really like that in games these days. I know that was like a big point of controversy when Dark Souls 2 did that, but I actually really like the kind of clear an area, methodical sort of experience. Guys, just a terrible place. Seems like if I don't move, though, he actually won't hit me unless I like run into it. I would like to clear him out, though. There we go. Got a stone golem blocking the way here. A little difficult. I want to lure him up here, actually. Go in this pattern here. Getting really close. There we go. Okay. Yeah, we have another chest, but it's empty. And again, we see those two stone faces. Right? Now, I believe... No, not here, I guess. There is a point in which you get a hint about this. A very direct hint, but... I think, yeah, there it is. Statue of Hope. The room with the same name. There was. So one of the gimmicks, of course, is that if you go to where the two faces met, then you will actually find a treasure chest. Ah, here it is. Yeah, it appears the treasure chest in the exact spot where the vision cross. I'm assuming that tip there is basically, you know, if you went in that room and went, oh, there's nothing here, and came back out, then it gives you that hint. There's just no flag to say that don't play this if you already figured it out. Which is nice. That's a nice thing to add in there, because it is a little bit of an obscure puzzle if you were just trying to fight for your life getting through. Funny little jellies. I think this just loops around. This will be the last enemy, last couple of enemies for this section. Boy, this is a little uneasy here. Ooh, he actually threw that right beyond my flute. Do I want to use one herb here? So close. We're not finishing this area. Might be able to kill this guy without getting hit. Oh dear. Yeah, so they can, they're alive for too long, they'll do this crazy desperation attack. Very, very dangerous. 7 enemies. I might use an herb after we clear Room of Hope here. Because that has been a dark space either. But you know what? I wonder if I can backtrack. This, you know what? I'm actually gonna do this just because. Oh man, that spiked. Because I don't think I've ever done it before, but I wonder if I can actually backtrack into the Seaside Palace and find the dark space that was there and get a full heal and not lose any progress here. Never thought of that before, which seems silly because it seems so obvious. Be a good experiment for 10-year-old me. I think I was about 10 when this came out. You'll also see a hole here. We'll be going through those a little bit later. So I apologize for the backtracking, but I really, really would like to know. Or for anybody else that gets stuck here, it might actually be a useful tip. We can actually backtrack. It's just a matter of, will it let me backtrack all the way through here? And so far, so good. I don't have the map, unfortunately. But I know there was a dark space. Yeah! Oh man, that's so awesome. I never thought of that before. I mean, again, you know, last time I played this was years and years and years ago. Probably haven't played this game in 20 years now. Oh, that's so awesome. And we get the save and everything. Boy, that actually makes Moo a little less intimidating. That is super cool. That's probably not nearly as exciting for you at home watching it is for me playing, but man, that's such a great little and very obvious revelation. Alright, now that we have the Statue of Hope, I'll go place that. And if I have to do that again, I'll probably make a jump cut just to save the backtracking. There's quite a bit of backtracking in this dungeon naturally. Yeah, I think we can push that one forward, but snake our way through here. I think we've cleared all the enemies too. I feel like, and it would make me feel a little silly, but I'll finish this thought after this. Place the Statue of Hope. Hang the hopes of the people of Moo. So I'm not sure if the implication there is that the people of Mu think that we are the sun god Rama, or what is the situation there. But it would kind of line up with what we saw with the gold ship earlier too. All right, has less water than before. Now explore new areas. This is where this place gets a little crazy because you're gonna have a lot of new ground to tread. What I'm actually gonna do is I'm actually gonna go, boy, and hope this is the right thing to do. I'm actually gonna go all the way back. This does make some more of the Wizrobes spawn too, which be a little. Tried to block it and I just boxed myself in. Yeah, this does make the other Wizrobes. Well, I think they're called Phantom. There we go. And I believe this is the first area. Let me double check. There's not another. Maybe there is. Well, this looks like it's. Need to go even further down. I don't think there was a round. No, there is. And corrected. Strange tile there, and a treasure chest underwater we can't get to yet. What do we have in here? Ah, it's the other room of hope. So this is where we find another statue. This is where we will go to lower the water entirely. And I don't, yeah, so this is the entrance. There's no other place we can go here right now. And this is, I think, I mean, I'm no expert, but it's probably the best way to really approach the dungeon. Be very careful and methodical with it. You have to backtrack, even if it's a little bit of a time sink then. Do so just so you don't get lost. Let's see if we can take care of this guy. Oh dear. There's a dark space. This is our first dark space of the dungeon, our first real dark space. Mu began to rise from the sea. So the thought there is not necessarily the water is lowering, but the whole place is rising up. Turning to Frieden for now. Give us some much needed firepower upgrade. Fortunately, the first things we have to deal with are jellies, which aren't super powerful. I've only got 4 enemies left in this section, though. Kind of nice. There's a little spot there if you weren't running where you could duck in for a second to avoid the spikes, but we don't need that. Strange. I don't believe those are enemies. Yeah, those strange little fire snakes. Really charge up Dark Friar here, yeah. Fortunately, I think I hit him too early. There we go. I think this will hit him? Yeah, I only hit him once, but that's okay. I'll be able to... Ooh, I actually thought that would finish him off. We have 10 enemies left in here. So again, you notice, like, we're not gonna get those upgrades for a long time. We get a little tutorial on this. I believe the way we get up here is that. Fortunately, this guy is in my way. Take him out with a couple of Dark Friar shots. In fact, I think his AI is actually broken. It's just off screen there. No? Bounce off that to go up the ramp. Oh, I thought we could. Wait, maybe I just need to move it a little closer. There we go. Ah, we have a Wizrobe here. Actually got 2 hits on him there, which is pretty nice. I didn't expect that. 6 enemies left here. I think there are some under the water, though. Whole bunch of jelly blobs. This is gonna open them all up, too. Kind of a little bit of a trap. You weren't prepared for it. Yeah, this might be a two video dungeon. Get my timer here. Mostly because I haven't played this. I didn't play it off camera before I started because I kind of wanted to go at it blind and just try to, well, somewhat blind. I mean, I've obviously played this before, but just wanted to see, you know, if it's really as hard as I remember. So there's not one of those, the hole on the other side. A little bit of a shortcut. Can't use it quite yet, though. Won't be long before we can. Switch here. I believe that's a timed switch. So if you didn't have Frieden here, a bit of a pickle. Actually, if I can't hit the damn thing. Oh, really? Huh. Wow, that's strange. Yeah, I thought you were actually supposed to... Oh, you know what? I probably... Well, no, that wouldn't have been faster either. Oh, wait a minute. I could just... Could've just fired the shot through the spikes, couldn't I? Silly. See a door under the water there, another one of those low sections. I was gonna get a shot off. Where are you? Fortunately, the phantoms kind of make themselves known, so it's pretty easy to figure out, if there's one of them in the room. This spot is really tough to get through without damage. We will find a way to do that pretty soon, though. And a dark space. Oh, what do we have here? Psycho Slider. Alright, so we're gonna get a new power for Will. Will's second power, and probably his best. Of course, only Will can use the Psycho Slider. And we can get through those low passageways that way. There's no charge involved here. All we have to do is run, and then press the attack button. Now we have a dash attack. What's awesome about this, too, is that not only does it not have a lot of startup, but we're also totally freaking invincible when we use it. That is going to be super important. I think I'll pause here for now, split this dungeon up into 2. I'll continue it next time, so thank you for watching. I'll see you soon.